The air in Jerusalem was crisp, and the scent of the wood smoke drifted through the narrow streets. It was a season of remembrance, a time when families gathered to tell stories of light and hope. In a small house near the edge of the city, a young boy named Elian sat by his grandfather's feet. "Grandfather," Elian whispered, "with all the stars shining tonight, it feels like something wonderful could happen. Tell me about the man of wonders." The old man smiled, his eyes reflecting the soft glow of the oil lamp. "The miracles, Elian, were never just about the magic. They were about the heart, the calm in the storm. I remember a story about the fishermen in Galilee," the grandfather began. "Once a great storm rose up while they were at the sea. The waves were like mountains, ready to swallow their tiny boat. The disciples were frozen with fear, but Jesus was asleep on the cushion, peaceful as a child. When they woke him up, crying out for help, he did not panic. He simply stood up, looked at the roaring wind and the crashing waves, and said, 'Peace, be still.' The grandfather lowered his voice, and just like that, the wind held its breath. The water became as smooth as a mirror. It reminds us that no matter how loud the world gets, there is peace that can quiet any storm inside us." The Feast of the Five Loaves. "But what about the hungry people?" Elian asked. "Ah, the hillside near Bethesda?" The old man nodded. Thousands had followed him to hear him speak. As sun began to set, they had nothing to eat. A young boy, not much older than you, Elian, offered only thing he had: 5 small barley loaves and 2 dried fish. It wasn't enough for a crowd, was it? To human eyes, no. But Jesus took that small gift, looked up to heaven, and gave thanks. As the bread was broken and passed around, it never ran out. Everyone ate until they were full, and they even gathered 12 baskets of leftovers. It teaches us that when we give what little we have with a generous heart, it becomes more than enough. The greatest gift. The grandfather leaned forward and took Elian's hand. It wasn't just that blind seeing or water turning into wine. It was the fact that love itself came down to walk among us, to show us how to be kind, how to forgive, and how to hope. As Elian looked out of the window at the brightest star in the sky, he realized that miracles weren't just stories from the past, they were invitations to carry that same light into the world today. Thank you.